Try and get that live. Try and get that camera too on bent. Just give me a thumbs up when it's ready. All right, guys, welcome to the Higher Level Live. It is Monday, July 4th. Thank you all for hopping on. I appreciate you guys. It's honestly, I was talking to a couple agents today, and 4th of July, Labor Day, Memorial Day is always one of, for me in the field, was always one of the best days to run. Now, it's fallen on a day, FFL dial day, right? So most FFL agents dial on Monday. But it's, you know, it's a great day to dial as well. So if you haven't set your appointments by now, I feel a little bad for you, because I'd imagine most of the people that started dialing at 7:30 this morning are done by now. But if you haven't, don't wait. Get on the phones and get them done, because it's the day people are home. They're usually happier on days they're off. It's a holiday, so they got an extra day off, a lot of folks. So it's, you know, neither here nor there. It's a great day to run. So I want to take, this will be it's not going to be super long, so bear with me. But these new BDMs, the business development, the business overview meetings that are launching next week, we are super, super excited about it, because this is the way we built the business 7-8 years ago. And we kind of got away from it, because I think with, you know, especially when COVID hit and the use of Zoom and, you know, social media, we all got complacent, if you will. And even like, I'm at the office today and there's not that many people here. It's blowing my mind. Like, I'm here with Frankie, and then I even got the dog here. Like, he's chilling in the studio with us today. And I wouldn't normally bring him in, but I had a feeling like it was going to look like this. And I'm disappointed, sad that it looks like this here, but I'm also glad, because it gives us an opportunity to talk about why it looks the way it looks here. And go into building a business. And that's these BDMs, business overview meetings that we're launching, the business development meetings that we're launching in July, next week, July 11th and 14th, is going to catapult us to $1 billion. If we all embrace it and do what needs to be done to fill these rooms. So I know the goal is 30, 40, 50 people in the rooms. Well, we have 15,000 agents here at FFL. We have 1,000 agents at FFL National. We have the ability to fill these rooms. It's a matter of making it a priority in your schedule and in your day to reach out to people and drive them to these events. So here's how it's going to work. Like, I'll be in Little Rock, Arkansas, and then I'll be here in Baltimore doing one. Mike File will be in West Virginia, and I don't know where the other city is. But if you need to know, you can ask him. And then there's a list of all these folks that are hosting. And if you go on social media, if you go on FFL events, you can find the cities of where people will be. If you're an agent in one of those cities, take people there. If you have people that you know in other cities, send them there. But what I'm going to ask you to do is send me an email of where you have people attending and the names of the people you have attending. And what I'll do is I'll reach out to the person hosting the meeting and go, hey, just an FYI, I have, you know, Ron McCormick's got 4 guys coming to your meeting. Mike, can you look out for them? Here are their names. I told them to walk up and introduce themselves to you. And that's what you should tell your people. If you're not going to be there to greet them, if you're not going to be there to talk to them after the meeting, advise them to go up to the, you know, if you know the person hosting the meeting, reach out to them. If you don't, again, you can email me and I'll reach out to them, or I'll reach out to them with you. But that's how you build the relationships here at Family First Life. But advise the people to go, hey, the person hosting the meeting is Mike Killamit. He's an awesome dude. He's been here since day one at FFL. He's easy to talk to. So go introduce yourself. Tell him who you are. Tell him who sent you. And I do it before the meeting, and then after the meeting, you know, if you have any questions, feel free to go up and talk to him. He'll answer your questions. We are going to build this thing together as a big group. The ones that are in, the ones that decide they're going to participate are the ones that are going to grow the fastest. And the ones that aren't won't. Now, my hope is that everybody goes, you know what, this is a huge opportunity for me to be able to recruit nationwide, because it is a huge opportunity for you to be able to recruit nationwide. Reach out to any and everybody you know in any city that you know. Because let me tell you something. Gas prices are about triple what they were this time last year. Cost of food, milk, normal, everyday living expenses have gone up. If you think people couldn't stand to make some extra money, you're sadly mistaken. If you think people that have been in the mortgage business that got in maybe 2, 3, 4 years ago have a big enough book of business to be able to sustain what's going on now with the interest rates, because refis are going to fall off. The only thing you're going to have is purchases. You think that those guys are going to be able to sustain a long period of time with high interest rates where they're maybe closing one loan a month, 2 loans a month? They're not. There's an army of people that need help, that need another opportunity to make money, that need another business opportunity. There are people that are looking to start a business. There are people that have part-time jobs working 20, 25 hours a week to make a fraction of what they could make by helping one family. There's so many people that need our help. Like we have like Luna, who you'll see coming up on a podcast, single mom, takes care of the 2 kids, gets them to where they need to be, still has enough time to help 20 families in their second month in the business, and wants to help 30 to 40. If you think there are an army of people like her out there that could use our help, that could use the FFL system to go out and provide, just make up the things that they're losing because of the cost of everyday supplies today, you're sadly mistaken. So for us, we're excited because we're going to drive people to all these meetings. Monday, Thursday, and then we're going to start doing one here in Baltimore in the office in Bel Air every Thursday at 6 p.m. So if you have people and you want to send them here, again, send me. We'll have a sign-up sheet so you can have them sign. You can sign them up. You can put, a little bit if you want to put anything about them. That'd be helpful. The more we know and the more information we have about somebody that's going to be here, the easier it is for us to talk to them. And then our goal is to have different folks. A lot of y'all come up here and host one of those meetings. I don't mind doing them at all, but it'd be great to hear from other people. We sent out a text. I sent out a text last week, or Kali sent it out, and then I followed up, and I think we got 1 or 2 responses. The text went out to 18 people. So, my hope is that y'all start participating in some of this stuff, because we can build it better, faster if we work together as a team and as a unit than you can do it on your own. And that's that's how FFL, when you go back to December 12th, 2013, when it was 9 of us here, that's how this started. We all went different places. We all served the team. We all trained as if every person in that room was with us. And then we started to grow at such a fast pace because we ran it that way. And yes, a lot has changed in the last 8-9 years. Things happen, but I can tell you right now that the vision of Sean is to get back to what we used to do. Get back to the basics, the blocking, the tackling. Get back to the stuff that helped us win the championship. Because that's what will happen if we stop doing the things that got us to where we are. We won't get to the next level. Now, do we have to make adjustments? Yes, we are. But we're making them as we go. But we can't forget. It's like if you want to stop setting appointments, you're not going to write business. We can't stop getting people into these rooms, getting them in the chairs, filling the seats. So, guys, the time is now. I feel like we've finally got the bearings back with some of the adjustments we made with the marketing and the social media, because of the FTC, like all that stuff's behind us. So anybody that is using that as an excuse, and like, it's gone. Now we have to get back to the basics. We have to be very intentional about setting appointments, running appointments, recruiting, headhunting, reaching out to people on social media, running ads, calling lists, whatever it is that you're doing to recruit. It just needs to be in your schedule, and it has to be consistent. The biggest, and I just did my apologies, we started a little late. We were doing a call with Joe Basso, that group over there. Those guys are amazing, by the way. Thank you, Joe, for having me on. He asked me, like, the biggest thing I thought was the biggest separator between people that make it and don't make it. And to me, that would be the biggest thing is folks that make it as good producers and good builders are ones that are very intentional with their times, meaning the schedule looks like Mondays, I'm dialing to set appointments, 7:30 to noon. From 1 to 6, I'm recruiting. Tuesday, I'm running. In between my run, I'm calling agents, helping them get started. Wednesday, same thing. Thursday, I'm setting appointments for Friday, Saturday. I'm done. Start at 7:30, done at noon. At 1, I'm recruiting again. Friday, Saturday, running appointments. In between, I'm helping agents get started. But it's in their schedule, which means it gets done. See, we can't build this business doing it in our spare time. We can't build this business if we do it halfway. So you have to be very intentional with what you're doing, when you're doing it, how you're doing it. And if you do it that way, the results will come. The consistency has to be there. When it's in your schedule weekly, then it's consistent. And when it's consistent, you give yourself a chance for it to grab and go. And that's one of the mistakes we made in the beginning is we didn't do it consistently. When we started consistently doing it is when the numbers started going up. So use these BDMs that are coming up to your advantage. You've got an army of people that are flying all over the country on their dime to serve the team. If FFL's not paying for it, Integrity's not paying for it. Mike Fowles booked his own flights, and he's booking his own hotel room, conference room to do these meetings. I'm doing the same. Like, people are doing it to serve the greater good, to serve the team. Let's not let them feel like they did all this for nothing. Like, the worst thing in the world would be to have somebody go into one of these meetings where they spent $300-$400 for a flight, spent another $300-$400 for a hotel conference room. They get in there and they want to do a BDM and there's nobody in the seats, right? So let's make it a team effort to drive people to these meetings. Again, if you need me to put you in touch with the person that's hosting that meeting because you have people there, let me know. If you need me to reach out to them, I can do that too. But again, the more relationships you build with people at Family First Life as a whole, outside of Family First Life National, the more you can learn, the more relationships you build, the more people you can affect. And then you start to develop these loyal teammates that will help you and you'll help them. And then again, it just gets bigger and bigger and easier. That's how it was in the beginning. That's what we need to get back to. We need to get back to serving the team, being a team, doing the right things for the team, doing the right things for the agents, and then working our butts off. There's an army of men and women that need our help. Let's not leave them hanging when they don't have another opportunity like this. They'll never get another opportunity like Family First Life. As long as they're around, there's nothing out there like Family First Life. We should be screaming it from the rooftops because it changes people's lives. Every single day we have another story on Instagram or on Facebook of somebody's life being changed because of Family First Life. So I'm excited. Again, I will be in Arkansas July 11th, and then Maryland on July 14th. This Thursday, July 7th, I believe. Is that Thursday? 4th? Yes, I think. We will be doing one here in the Bel Air office. A BDM starting at 6 p.m., followed by a short hour training, 45 minutes to an hour-long training. So if you have people in the area, if you want to drive people here, get the sign-up sheet's already been sent out. We'll have Sadna send it out again. Get your people on the list because we're only going to take so many because I can only fit so many here. But it's a great way to start doing it weekly. Even if your goal was every week to drive 5 people to the BDM here in Bel Air, if you committed to doing that, I promise you, your numbers will start to go up inside of 2 months. You'll see a change. You'll notice there's something different. You'll get some overrides coming in, which helped with chargebacks. You'll watch some people start making some extra money. They may get excited and start introducing it to some other people. And then the compound effect takes place, and then business explosion happens. So, guys, I hope this helps. I hope you all have a safe, happy 4th of July. Again, if you haven't set your appointments today, please get on the phone before you do whatever you're doing. I mean, it's by God, by far, one of the best days to dial if you're not running, because